All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, bringing in the latest in Chelsea transfer news, and things are always popping off. This is going to be a transfer window like none other. Well, that's what we're hoping at the moment. We've not seen any big movements happening as yet. There's a lot of talk that's going on, but transfer window now is officially open, ladies and gentlemen. So all the talks that's been happening, it's time to execute. It is time for execution now. So hopefully we see some movements happening over the next couple of weeks, because do you know what? We're midway through June. We're on 14th of June and almost there, middle of June. In a couple of weeks' time, June's done, and the first week of July will be upon us. So, pre-season, just when you thought we just got over last season, before you know it, pre-season is almost upon us. And of course, Mauricio Pochettino will kickstart his tenure from 1st of July. And I hope by the time he comes around, we have a team that he knows who's going to stay in and who's not going to be around. I hope he already knows that, and he's already communicated as to who needs to leave and who we need to bring in. Because if we're not having those conversations as yet, we're in deep trouble. Big ups to each and every one of you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Over 60 of you guys are live after 1.5 minutes. Smash the like button. Let's keep up with the likes. Hit that like button right now as you've come through. Smash that like button. Let's get those likes up to 70 straight away. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Let's race towards 24,000 subscribers. We've got a lot of dealings to do with Inter Milan, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of dealings to do with Inter Milan. They seem to want Koulibaly. Let's get straight into this. This is the latest news, and we'll talk a little bit about Koulibaly, of course. Green light from Inzaghi to Inter directors to try and get Kalidou Koulibaly on loan. This is from Di Marzio. When it comes to Italian news, this guy is the maestro. This guy is the leader when it comes to Italian news. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano is the GOAT, of course, but Di Marzio should not be taken lightly when it comes to Italian news. Indeed. So Kalidou Koulibaly, Inter Milan, Inzaghi has given the green light, and they want him on loan. So we'll talk about all of this. Let's just go through the news. First up, Inter Milan's director is heading to London in the coming days, where again the discussion of Lukaku on another loan will happen. I mean, how many loans? I'm a bit confused here. And live chat, help me out here. How many loans can a team do? Like, can Inter actually do 2 loans from Chelsea Football Club? Like, is that actually allowed? I thought you can only have 1 loan per team. Can they actually do more than 1? Can they do 2 loans? Can they actually have Koulibaly and Lukaku on a loan? The other factor is, Mish, you're right, man. Di Marzio is Fabrizio's mentor. Absolutely right. That's where Fabrizio learned his trades from Di Marzio. Justice Miz will not allow me to sleep without update. Nah, man, sleep is for the weak. This transfer window, we are not sleeping. All of us are going to be awake non-stop, and we are going to be consuming all the news as we can. But yeah, let me know in the live chat, can they actually do, can a rival team, or can another team have 2 loans from one particular team? Could we potentially send Koulibaly and Lukaku on a loan to Inter Milan? Let me know in the live chat. But let's start talking about Koulibaly first. See what you guys are saying. Miz, are we going for Osimhen? I hope we are. Whether it happens or not, that's a different story, but I hope we are. First of all, in regards to Koulibaly, I'm really sad that it's not worked out, man. I'm really sad. I was buzzing. I don't know about you guys. I was buzzing when we got Koulibaly, man. When Thomas Tuchel was given Koulibaly, I had a lot of high hopes about this particular defender. I saw him in Napoli, and he was an absolute monster. So it's sad that it didn't work out for him last season. And not only it didn't work out, there were games where he looked completely off pace. Like there were times where he looked misplaced, like he didn't belong in this league. The pace was a bit too much. Positionally, he was unaware. Um, Speed wise as well, not up to the game. Few mistakes, glaring mistakes that he's made. There were a couple of games where he's done well. I'm not gonna lie. There were a few games where he did well, but overall, it was very lackluster, very underwhelming. And as I've always said, pretty much like every other player, Koulibaly isn't someone who's specifically singled out here. There's plenty of players that fall into the same category, but this is why I didn't want to. I thought maybe we could just see Koulibaly for one more season. It's pretty ruthless, You're just bringing him in. I think he signed a 4-year contract. Bringing him in, he doesn't do well in the opening season, where the entire team was abysmal, finished 12th, and now we're looking to ship him off. But I think this might be the wise decision though, because let's be honest. Levi Colwell, I think this decision from Chelsea Football Club, and I truly believe we are probably going to do a loan here for Koulibaly, loan or a permanent, whatever the case is. But we will shift, we will move Koulibaly on because we believe in Levi Colwell. This particular transaction, this particular decision from us moving Koulibaly on makes me think we 100% believe in Levi Colwell, because look, at the end of the day, you cannot have Koulibaly, Chalobah, Buddy Shield, Thiago Silva, Wesley Fofana, and Levi Colwell. That's 6. One has to be let go of, and I think Koulibaly is probably the smart decision. Thiago Silva will stick around for another season. Who knows? Maybe a couple of another season on top of that. Later on, we'll see. His son is in our academy for the next couple of seasons. Wesley Fofana obviously is going to be the future of Chelsea Football Club. Buddy Shield, we just recently signed another youngster, another one for the future. And Chalobah's name obviously being thrown around as well with Inter Milan. I think it's either going to be Koulibaly or Chalobah, not both. So if they do want Koulibaly, I don't think then we're going to let go of Chalobah, because I think we should have 5. Even if we play with 2 CBs policy, 2 CB formation under Pochettino, we should still have 5 CBs all up, just to account for injuries. I know we don't have that many games next season. I completely understand that, but injuries can happen. Injuries can happen even on pre-season. And we already have an injury with Buddy Shield. He's not going to be available for preseason. He should be ready by the time season starts, but he's not going to be match fit. So, there will be players who are going to be out with injury. So 5 defenders is fine. So I get the feeling Koulibaly is going to be the one that's going to be moved on. And it's sad that it's not worked out. As I said, had really high hopes. Now, in regards to loan, why loan? Why loan? I mean, why do Chelsea Football Club always get done like this, man? Why can't we seem to get, some decent business done? It seems like a loan for Koulibaly. It seems like another loan for Lukaku. Lukaku's saying that he doesn't want to leave, European stage as yet. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Romelu Lukaku thinks leaving for Saudi Arabia aged 30 is premature, and he wants to continue playing in Europe, even if Chelsea and Inter can't reach an agreement on another loan deal. So if it's not Inter, he wants to go somewhere else. Bottom line, he wants to stick around in Europe, and he wants to play at the highest level. He doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia at the age of 30, which is mad. Like, brother, you're going to get a lot of money in Saudi Arabia. It don't make sense why you want to stick around at Inter Milan or in Europe. I mean, what are you going to do? You're 30 now. You're in the twilight of your career, slowly moving into the twilight. You might as well go and give some really good years to Saudi Arabia and make some good money. Apparently, what he's been offered is a lot less than Benzema and N'Golo Kante, but still, it's more than what he's on at the moment. So apparently, he's on at the moment around 11, 12, 13 million per year or something like that at Chelsea Football Club. He's been potentially given the opportunity to earn about 20 million from Saudi Arabia. So look, I don't understand all of these loan deals with Inter Milan. They seem to always rip us off. I mean, what's going to be the deal? What will be the deal with Koulibaly, ladies and gentlemen? What will be the deal? Who's going to pay his wages? How much will be the loan fee? They already screwed us last time with Romelu Lukaku's loan fee. Paltry 7 million, something like that. And apparently this time they want to go even cheaper than that. So what's it going to be with Koulibaly? And Inter Milan got no money. They got no money. So can we perhaps do something with Onana? Sure, no problems. You can take Koulibaly on loan. You can take Lukaku on loan. No problems. Give us a solid discount for Onana, man. Don't be ripping us off like that, man. This is why I hate dealing with Inter Milan. Because I know they're going to rip us off. We're potentially going to pay a lot over the top for Onana. And I want Onana, man. I really, really want Onana. I think Onana is the goalkeeper, is the exact goalkeeper that I want in terms of personality, mentality, and all of that. All the other facets of the game, right? But give us a discount. Give us a discount. Let's see what you guys are saying now. Shanu76, good to see you, my man. Shanu, walk away from Inter, sick of loans, but they want stupid money for their players like Brighton. Walk away, bye-bye. Now, you're right, man. Everyone wants to take us for a ride, man. Every club out there wants to take us for a ride, and I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. When are we going to grow some balls and actually going to tell these clubs that, hey, you want our players? Well, pitch up the money. I don't understand why Chelsea can't just say, do you know what? If you're not going to pitch up the money, we're just sending these players to Saudi Arabia. Or else these players will stay with us and they can rot. They can rot in the bench. Maurizio Pochettino has recently even said, if you're not going to be sold and you're not going to find a place elsewhere, well, you're not going to come to the preseason and you're potentially not going to be in the squad. Much like that Danny Drinkwater situation. We need to show these players, hey, we your owners, we own you guys. You got a contract with us. Well, we're happy to keep paying you this salary. If you want to rot and not play, which I don't think you guys don't, I'm pretty certain Romelu Lukaku still wants to continue playing. I'm pretty certain Kalidou Koulibaly still wants to continue playing. Then move to a particular location that we can compromise. I get it. These players might say, do you know what? I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Not yet. But at the same time, if you want to go to Inter Milan, well, Inter Milan's got to pitch up, man. Sick and tired of, getting ripped off by Inter Milan. Miz, my question is, why do we want to loan any other players such as Chuku to them and repeat same problems? I hate to have any further deals with them after mugging us for Cuckoo. I mean, are you talking about Brighton? You're talking about Inter here? It seems like you're a bit mixed up in your comments here. Look, I don't want to deal with Brighton either, man. Honestly, I really don't want to deal with Brighton. Miz, Osimhen is too expensive. Also, imagine negotiating with Aurelio De Laurentiis. Why not get two strikers with that money, say Højlund and Vlahovic, to spread the risk instead of risking it on Osimhen? Guys, I don't understand how when we are talking about Koulibaly and Romelu Lukaku, how you guys are talking about Osimhen. Like random stuff. What are we talking about? We're talking about two different things. We're not talking about strikers at the moment. So let's stick to the program if we can. Miz, I think Todd met Saudis in order to sell our players, since the Saudis will happily pay good transfer fees for the players too. Maybe that's why Koulibaly, Oba, Ziyech, Lukaku reports came. No, you're right. Look, Ziyech should seriously think about Saudi Arabia. He's going to make a lot of money. Might as well, man. Might as well, Ziyech. You're another player that's entering your 30s, or you've already entered 30s. So time to make money, man. Aubameyang as well. Similarly, time to make some money. Lukaku, Koulibaly. I don't know, man. Lukaku seems like he's adamant. He wants to stick around at Inter Milan or somewhere in Europe. So yeah, as this particular report says, La Gazzetta dello Sport, Romelu Lukaku thinks leaving for Saudi Arabia age 30 is premature, and he wants to continue playing in Europe, even if Chelsea and Inter can't reach an agreement on another loan deal. So look, I just get the feeling we're going to get done with some of these loans again. And I hope we get some sort of a permanent solution because, when it comes to loan, who's going to pay the wages? What's the point of sending them to Inter Milan or wherever, right? And we end up paying their wages. Might as well just keep them with us then, because it's annoying. It's annoying to send these players on and we're having to pay the wages anyway, which is quite sad to see. All right, let's see what else you guys are saying. Since Roman's gone, we seem to have become everyone's. Yep. As a club, where has our backbone, strength, and stature gone? Time to be tough against Chelsea. Yeah, man. Especially Brighton. Brighton are treating us like they're B for sure. For sure, Brighton's treating us like they're B. We should never do business with Inter and Brighton again. Yeah, both these clubs take us for a ride. Pay 60 million for Onana, but get an agreement that they use the 60 to buy Lukaku. That would be the best outcome. I think not just Lukaku, Koulibaly. If you want Mendy, you're going to be down a goalkeeper. If you want Mendy, have Mendy as well. Let's do some deals. I think Poch thinks he can revive Lukaku's career at Chelsea. Nah, man. Look, if he thinks he can do that, that's mad. That's when the directors need to come in, have a conversation with him. And on top of that, Romelu Lukaku don't want to come to Chelsea Football Club ever again. So we need to understand from Romelu Lukaku's point of view too. KK is a big earner. Inter just don't want to pay the wages. Now, see, this is the issue. This is the issue, Shani. You're so spot on. This is why I said, who's paying his wages? Who's paying Koulibaly's wages? He's on big money. He's on big money with Chelsea Football Club. Who's going to pay his wages? I don't mind the decision of him going. I absolutely don't mind it because it makes me believe that we are going to get Levi Colwill in, and Levi Colwill has a future at Chelsea Football Club, 100%. But I rather have players like Koulibaly go to Saudi Arabia. I get it. These players might not want to go there, but sending them on a loan to Inter Milan, Inter Milan's going to pay us peanuts for these loan fees, and we're potentially going to have to pay part of their wages anyway. I think that's just a stupid deal, man. And I hate these sort of deals. We always seem to get done. Sell Lukaku to the Saudis and create a deal with Koulibaly and Onana. Yeah, I like that. We like Onana. We like potentially Lautaro Martinez. I personally don't want him, but Pochettino wants. There was rumors about Barella. So let's come to the party. We are linked with Lautaro. We are linked potentially with Barella. We are looking for midfielders. I don't mind Barella one bit. I think Barella is a very good midfielder. Ruben Loftus-Cheek needs a new home. I'm pretty certain Inter Milan could do with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Inter Milan won Koulibaly. Inter Milan won Romelu Lukaku. Inter Milan won Chalobah, even though I don't want to get rid of Chalobah. And we got Mendy. We want your goalkeeper. You can have Mendy. So let's do something. Yeah, Brozovic. Brozovic is another really, really good DM. I can't even lie. Wealth of experience. It's going to be fantastic if we can land a player like Brozovic. If these loans from those broke Italian clubs, how's us loaning Koulibaly and Lukaku to Inter is helping us in the long run? They don't even sign them after the loans. For me, only loan with obligation. Yeah, man. Like we just keep getting done like that. Honestly, we just keep getting done. All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic. We'll see how this particular meeting, Inter Milan's director is heading to London in the coming days. So let's see how it all transpires, and hopefully we get a positive solution out of this. Let's see how many likes we've got before we move on to the next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 63 likes, nearly 300 live right now. Smash the like button. Let's take the moment right now. Pause for a second. Take the moment. Get those likes up to well over 200. We got nearly 300 people live right now. So let's do that. Easily done. And if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe. Let's get those subscription up. Let's race towards 24,000 subscribers. We're going to talk about Moises Caicedo, Chelsea Empire FC. Thank you so much for the super chat. Keep up the great work, Miz. I think it's time we give Cesare. I always butcher this. And look, I'm never going to get this right, okay? I try my best. Cesare Casadei a chance. He's 20 and Caicedo 21. We need to stop wasting time with Brighton. Yeah, we're going to talk about Moises Caicedo. Look, I've got no issues in giving Casadei an opportunity. But it seems like we're potentially going to send him out on a loan as well. So, yeah, this is the thing. We never seem to take the time and build our youngsters. And on top of that, we always seem to, admire other clubs' youngsters. And we are willing to pay 100 million, 80 million for their youngsters. Take the moment right now and use our own players. This is what Tarek is saying. Shazare, try it like this. I don't even know how to pronounce that, man. Is that Teshazare? Well, that is a tongue twister. That is an absolute tongue twister. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay. Next up, have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This baffled me. This absolutely baffled me. Moises Caicedo doesn't have a fixed preference on which club he wants to join this summer. Sounds pretty standard, stock standard, yeah? Sounds very, very stock standard. Moises Caicedo doesn't have a fixed preference on which club he wants to join this summer. No complication. No complication. But here's the complication. Caicedo wants to play Champions League football and he's being targeted by both Arsenal and Chelsea. So which one is it? You don't have any preference? Or you do have preference? Moises Caicedo doesn't have a fixed preference, but he wants to play Champions League football. Well, newsflash, Mr. Moises Caicedo. We don't have Champions League football. We don't have Champions League football. It's pronounced Cesare. Okay, Cesare Casadei. Okay, Cesare. Hopefully I get that right. But Moises Caicedo, we don't have Champions League football, my man. Are you willing to take us on? Are you willing to take us on? This, I don't know, man. This is coming from Chris Whiteley. Where's Chris Whiteley? What does he do? Chris Whiteley, football content editor and writer, Nat World Pub. 300k followers. I don't know, man. I don't know what this guy's smoking, man. He's smoking some really good stuff because this is contradiction at its finest. But to a certain degree, I don't think this is far-fetched. When you think about Moises Caicedo, he knows he's one of the top midfielders in the Premier League. Probably top 3 midfielders in the Premier League right now. He knows his worth. Brighton also know his worth. And I've said this repeatedly. Either go out there and break the bank and shut Brighton's butthole up by providing the money. Just tell Brighton, keep your mouth shut and know your role. Throw the money at their face and just get Caicedo for 85 million pounds. Or walk away from it. Or walk away from it. Do not allow them to drag us across the streets like a rag doll. They're consistently preparing a new bid for Levi Colwell, making us look like a small club, trying to steal our talents from our hands. Making us look like we are the selling club. As if we are like the Borussia Dortmunds of this world. We are the Ajaxes of this world. We are a selling club. Brighton, don't forget, you're the selling club. You don't dictate terms. When we tell you, lay off Levi Colwell, you lay off Levi Colwell. The fact that you're still coming and trying to knock on our door for Levi Colwell, that's disrespect. This is why either we throw the money at their face and just get Moises Caicedo, or we walk away. I'm done dealing with this Brighton, man. I love the way they play football, though. I really enjoy the way they play their football. I really enjoy what Roberto De Zerbi is doing. And in fact, I'm going to try and do as many watch-alongs for Brighton next season. That's the team I want to follow in Europe, 100% in Europa League next season. I love the way they play, but I hate the way how they're treating us. I hate it. We're not selling Colwell to you, and if you don't give us Caicedo, F off. F off. We'll just move on. Now the question is, even if we do throw the money at Brighton for Caicedo, will Caicedo join us? Will Caicedo actually choose us over Arsenal? Arsenal look like they're going to finalize the Declan Rice deal very soon. We're going to get a here we go for Declan Rice for Arsenal imminent. It's just around the corner. We'll go live on that day. We'll have a big live stream. A particular player that we've been chasing all along ends up going to Arsenal Football Club. So we'll do a live stream. But Arsenal seem like they're very interested on Caicedo as well. They're very, very interested on Caicedo. And do you know what? I do not put it past them to get both. I don't put it past them. It's going to roughly cost about 200 million. Well, I'm sure they'll be able to do that. They'll have some outgoings. They'll raise some funds. And their owners, they've been spending recently, and they will fully believe next season that they can go for the Premier League. And if they get Declan Rice and Caicedo, you best believe they will be set to go toe-to-toe with Manchester City. Not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but they can definitely go toe-to-toe with Manchester City. But with me, I couldn't care less. I'm done. I'm done dealing with Brighton, man. I'm sick and tired of dealing with Brighton. So, look, I don't want a long, drawn-out saga for this particular player. If we want him, let's go and get him. Let's get the personal terms agreed ASAP within the next week, and let's throw the money at Brighton and then tell Brighton F off. And then recently we saw the news that, we're interested with Robert Sanchez. I don't want your goalkeeper, Brighton. I do not want your goalkeeper. Let's go for Andre Onana. We've got enough troubles with Inter Milan. And it seems like we've got troubles with Brighton as well. See what you guys are saying? Caicedo is not the only player that plays good in his position. What happened to good scouting? Let's leave Brighton alone. Yeah, man, we need to start scouting, man. Look, Kendry Paez, Ecuadorian youngster. Hopefully he turns out to be a superstar for us down the track. So I think we are slowly starting to scout better. We've got some really, really good youth products in the pipeline. So hopefully they turn out to be superstars. But we've got to get some more gems that can join the first team straight away. Like, for example, Andre Santos is another one, hopefully. Cesare Cassate is another one. I think Amrabat isn't a bad option. We should go for him. Amrabat is definitely someone I don't mind. If Barcelona can't get him, we should be on that bandwagon immediately. Ms. Didn't Bowley say he had big marquee signing for the fans soon, or was that just empty words? I don't know, man. What marquee signing do you want, man? Don't tell me you want Kylian Mbappe, because that ain't happening. Just give Brighton an ultimatum, either 80 to 85 million. Otherwise, if Caicedo chooses Arsenal, then there's no Levi Colwell and no more dealings with them in the future. Let's show them their place. 100% agreed. Because there is no way Arsenal can afford both Rice and him. They need signings in other departments. They can. Believe me, Arthur, they can. They've got the money. They're not some Mickey Mouse club. They can easily do that. They'll sell players. They'll sell players. And they'll open up the funds. They've not spent heaps over so many years. Only in the last few windows, they really started to spend. They got money. Their owners got money. I think from a financial standpoint, from a FFP standpoint, they're good as well. They can easily do this. We're not the only ones that can spend 600 million in 2 windows, man. We're not the only ones. Believe me. So they definitely have the firepower. I hope by July 1st, Poch has all the players lined up in a line and says, step forward if you're 110% committed to Chelsea and separate the group after. Man's got a military style of organizing the squad. I like that. Step forward if you're 110% with Chelsea, and then you see 2 players step forward, and the rest not step forward. And the rest, please, you can go. Chelsea Empire, thank you so much for the super chat. Caicedo could be Basuma. Careful, Chelsea. Yeah, look, I like Basuma though. I do like Basuma. I still like Basuma. What happened with Basuma last season at Spurs, you saw what happened to Spurs. So there is a superb player in Basuma. I think this season under Ange Postecoglou, I think we'll probably see the best of Basuma. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Galatasaray's manager has said Chelsea have a lot of players they want to sign this summer. I wonder who they're going to get. Galatasaray, I mean, besides Aubameyang, who else could they potentially get? Malang Sarr. Is Malang Sarr still connected with us, I think? I don't know, maybe Hakim Ziyech. I mean, who else could you get? Who else is going to go to Galatasaray? Someone saying PYS. Let's have a look at PYS tweets. 3 minutes ago. Yeah, there was some talk about Vlahovic yesterday as well. Chelsea considered re-signing Tammy Abraham Vlahovic on radar. Another move for Caicedo depending on midfield outgoings. Well, we're going to have midfield outgoings, man. This should not even be a topic. Like, you got to get a midfielder, and if it's Caicedo, get Caicedo. N'Golo Kante is already gone, and we let go of Jorginho as well earlier on. Kovacic wants to move on. Mount was like, this is not a topic. This has to happen. Man United perceived to be a bigger threat than Arsenal for Caicedo. Yeah, look, I told you guys from the get-go, Man United got their eyes on Caicedo. We're not the only one in this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to 200. Thank you so much for more than 100 likes. Before you go, if you can smash the likes to keep raising it to more than 200. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get to 24,000. We shall see you guys for another video later on tonight, UK time, wrapping up the day's news. Until then, everyone, take care. See ya.